नमस्कार दोस्तों, कैसे हो? तो today we are going to look at an ultimate cake recipe. Uh, you can do it with or without bananas. Both are good, but if you add bananas, it adds a whole bunch of, in a sense, fruit that has its own nutrients and micronutrients. So, pehle let's look at this one. As you can see, I've mixed the batter and I've added walnuts and raisins. The cake pans are ready. I use two of them. This feeds a family for a couple of days if you have a couple of slices a day, but usually it gives you about 8 slices per pan. So it's great as a snack, it's great to munch on, it's very healthy. So pehle let's look at our dry ingredients. So usually I have my dry ingredients in a bowl and then I have my wet ingredients in a bowl. So dry ingredients, I usually take 1 cup of multigrain flour, like a multigrain flour, atta, that is wheat and then soy, oats, maize, ragi, chana dal, and barley. So it has a bunch of grains. It's very good. So grains are very good for our health. They are good for people with metabolic diseases too, but everything in moderation. So I use a multigrain flour. People can use whole wheat, but I like this much better. I think it's healthier and better for your health in the long run. There's a lot of discussion on whether wheat can be in a sense toxic for certain individuals and be causing a higher incidence of diabetes. But like I said, always the aim is to aim for a variety of grains. So I use the multigrain ones. Then also people with gluten sensitivity cannot use wheat, but in that case you can use a gluten free flour such as oats or something else, है ना? So magar here I am using a multigrain flour. It's very healthy. It has a bunch of different grains. Variety is always better. So I use 1 cup of multigrain flour. I use 1 cup of almond flour. So let me just see if I can show you that one. So let us go take a look. As you can see, use a lot of shelled walnuts in this dish, and it's very healthy for us. And this is almond flour. It's a 1.36 kilo or 3 lb bag, nicely finely sifted almond flour. So this is in the US, but you can get it elsewhere too, including in India. Here is the nutritional content. As you can see, it's very low in carbohydrates. It's very high in protein and nutrients, including a lot of vitamins and minerals. है ना? It has a lot of nice magnesium too. So you want to use 1 cup of almond flour. You want to use 1 cup of multigrain flour. If you have dietary restrictions or nutritional restrictions, or you want to use other things, you can use oat flour, you can use barley flour, you can use millet flour. Millet flour is a great addition to your diet. Add millets to your diet. They are superb for your health. They are super grains. They've been used in India for a long time, and I think that would be great. You can use millet flour. But like I said, I use multigrain flour. Use any flour that you like according to your taste, sensibilities, and nutritional characteristics, and any allergies that you may have. So if you don't have, that's great. If you do have, try to pick something that is best for your health. So you need 1 cup of flour, you need 1 cup of almond flour, and then in the dry mix, in addition to this, I add about a little less than a tablespoonful. It's a smaller spoon, smaller than a teaspoon, actually not a tablespoon, it's smaller than a teaspoon. It is this spoon. I use a heaped one of this, but you can also use about 3/4 of a teaspoonful. So that would be about like 3.75 or 4 ml or 4 cc or 4 grams of the. You can use baking soda. I use about 1 spoon of this, which is little less than a teaspoonful of baking soda, and then I use the same amount of baking powder. Some people just want to use baking powder, that's great, but I like the mix of this. It works really well. So this is our dry ingredients. In addition to this, I have the walnuts. I use 1 cup for this recipe that I have cut into smaller pieces just with my fingers, and then I use half cup of raisins or a mixture of raisins and craisins. So this is our dry ingredients. Our wet ingredients, I use 1/2 cup of butter or 8 tablespoonfuls of butter. You can use a bar. If you leave it outside, it will get softer. You can use that. You can use ghee. You can use any oil that you want. Any cold pressed oil is good. Stay away from chemically processed oils. They will hurt your health, your liver, and everything else, and you will have problems in the long run. So use any local nice oils. You can use extra virgin olive oil. You can use butter or ghee. I love butter or ghee. Both are fantastic for you. So in addition to that, I add 4 eggs, 4 medium size or large eggs. They add a nice amount of protein, less carbohydrate, works beautifully in this recipe too. So in addition to that, I use about 3/4 cup of a mix of turbinado cane sugar and jaggery. So you can use a cup or less as according to your tastes and dietary needs, but I use about 3/4 of a cup of a mix of cane sugar and jaggery. You can use whole jaggery. If you use whole jaggery, you might need to reduce it to like half a cup, but check it according to your taste, and whatever works for you, that's great. In this recipe, I also add 2 bananas, so they add a nice amount of potassium. You get magnesium too, and bananas are fantastic for health. They give a beautiful texture too. So banana as a fruit slash vegetable, addition to this, it adds fiber, it adds a whole bunch of different nutritional profiles, and that's beautiful for us. Always aim for a variety, always use the freshest quality ingredients. So this you can use as a snack, you can use as a meal. The kids or relatives or your neighbors, everybody loves it. You will love it too. Because of the almond flour and the multigrain flour, the amount of cereal is reduced. Also, this is complex carbohydrate, so it's very good for you too. In addition to that, in the wet, I add 1/4 of a cup either of regular full fat buttermilk or regular full fat milk. If you use half a cup, it will make it a little more liquidy if you like that, but I actually like the 1/4 cup, so use that. So fresh, smart, natural ingredients making a beautiful pound slash banana cake. You can make this at home, make it 1 or 2 times a week. The kids are happy, you are happy. You can take it as a snack to your office or wherever you go or work. You can use it around your exercise times as a little snack slash energy booster. With the almond flour, This makes it like a nutritional powerhouse. You can see the amount of nuts that we have put in, all raisins, the banana, the multigrain flour. So it's a beautiful, beautiful combination. You don't need any more additions to this, but I also put like a tablespoonful of cinnamon. You can also put cardamom as you like, or any other things that you like or wish to. But usually I add one tablespoonful of cinnamon. Cinnamon is fantastic for your brain. It's fantastic for your gut health. It helps you live longer. These dry fruits and dry nuts help you live longer. You eat cereals, but in moderation, in very nice moderation, and then you have to exercise daily. Go for a walk. Walk in your house, walk in your yard, walk in a park, go to a gym, but be active. Be active during the day, exercise daily, and this way you will be healthy, happy, you will be around for yourself and your family for a long time in a nice way. If you spend thousands on yourself, you will avoid spending lakhs or crores on your doctors or hospitals. You will also live longer. This is a great anti-aging boost. Eat about 2 to 3 fruits a day. Drink about between 2 to 3 liters of water for an adult. If you are bigger or smaller, you can take water according to your recommendations. Tea and coffee are good. Do in moderation. Don't eat too much sugar. Here we used a little bit. And if you can get natural sources, including from dates or prunes or fruits, that's even much better. So cut down on your sweet, cut down on your oils, eat healthy stuff like this. Ghee and butter are fantastic. They will help you live longer. They will help you stay healthier. Use full fat milk. I always use that. Avoid the toned or fat deprived milks. They lose certain nutrients that help prevent cancer, and they also prevent diabetes. So be smart, be careful, spend on your health, spend on your family's health, take care of yourself, and that way you'll have a great life. You have a great life, you make more money, you get richer. So stay in your house, stay in your neighborhood, be a valued addition to our country, stay healthy, stay safe, and have a wonderful life. Vande Matram.